There's a few people in the chat already, but I'll wait and see how many people are waiting.
Hey, Woody.
Big up the 5 waiting. Sorry I'm late. I had a unexpected guest in the back there.
MSA.
Yeah, MSA commented before I well, just after I scheduled, I turned the computer on to go into the studio, and MSA was already there. All hail the Dark Lord Baphomet. Big up the ledge. Yeah, it's been another weird one the last few days. Fucking I've been watching Zara's and enjoying her streams and interacting with the chat and going on the panel. So the last couple of days, she must have just decided that she don't like me anymore.
I don't know what it is, mate. You know, like.
No, I try and be friendly with everyone. I enjoy going on Flavors panel. I don't go on very often late at night when he's sleepy or there's people on there, having a bit of a fucking shouting match. I don't bother going on then. But I go on everyone's fucking channels to watch, but I'm like, I feel comfortable with certain panels to go on, and I felt comfortable on Zara's. I feel comfortable on yours, Andrews, because that was the first one, or second one, sorry, I went on. Evening, Low Follower. Evening, Ludon.
Well, my biggest aim moving forward is to make it more of a welcoming person for everyone, because what I think you find with a lot of these streams and a lot of channels, right, is you get so many people that come on, and then it kind of sticks to that. I could fire up 10 lives, and probably out of those 9 lives, it'll probably be the same people that jump on the panel.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that's from people getting so comfortable that it makes other people feel uncomfortable about coming up, or what it is. But me, I'd prefer to see new faces all the time. And
yeah, well, I've got a good mix because I've got a lot of people from the auditing community that sort of I communicate with in chats and on panels. But I've also got people from sort of the cesspit side and the expo side, if you like, because of my little videos and whatnot. You know what I mean? Expo, when I made an expo video, he pushed me and
oh mate, I was cracking up earlier when you put in Zara's chat.
Oh yeah. No, she's for the past 3 days she's been belittling me and trying to cause a row. I don't know why she's trying to cause a row, because we've been getting on and communicating, and she didn't like that I went on Flavors and me and Legend and Flav and said that her and Henry aren't trustworthy. This is after the last spate of porn bombings. But I do actually believe her when she says that she's not the one doing the porn bombing, because we figured out between us that Henry had gone through my chat, all the pinned links, because obviously I pin everyone's link, and had been subbing to them. And that's how he got hold of Daryl's link. Obviously knew Optical Turnkey's link anyway. But that's one of the things he's doing. You can't stop him taking links because that's what they're there for. But he's targeting the smaller channels that are sort of supporting each other.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not one.
But and I said that I honestly didn't think that she was directly involved in the last couple of weeks. You know what I mean? I might be completely wrong, but in my opinion, she hasn't been involved. He's fucking stalking her since they've fallen out badly.
Yeah, I have said before, more of a joking way, but I think there's always been I've always thought it a little bit for me to make a joke out of it, but he comes across as a bit pesty towards the women, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Nothing untowards, but
No,
when I hear that, it doesn't surprise me.
no, yeah, like the comments he got berated for and that. I don't think he would ever act on anything like that. He'd just been on a fucking bender and was wound up off his fucking tits, like, you know, which
Yeah.
doesn't excuse anything. But I don't think he would actually sort of enact any of the words that he said, you know. But yeah, since they seem to have fallen out, he seems to be getting a bit stalky, following her around lives. He's been pestering the hell out of Flaves for about 4 days, mind. Constantly backstage, fucking. You know, obviously Flavors ain't gonna let him on because he knows who it is every account he comes in on. So
yeah,
he's not having it. Like, you know, Flavors ain't having it. Big up the AC sniffer. Wow, 20 and already. That's good shiz for me. That is. I forgot to ask you, Beck. Could you hear the music that I was playing when you were backstage?
no.
No. All right. I got 2 screens open, look, and I got fucking music on the other screen. I'm gonna do like a couple of sacrificial streams that I take straight down for copyright strike. You know, do a one night or something. Just do a request show.
You know what?
Just leave it every 10 minutes. Just play a track that someone wants or something. You know what I mean? And break it up a bit.
Well, I also find that, like, I could be wrong, so might correct me here, right? But me personally, all I've ever found from playing music on live streams is you get a copyright claim, which is completely different from a copyright strike.
Yeah, it just means it'll never be monetized, doesn't it? That's all.
Yeah, and obviously, like, I don't know, like, if you ever got to that point that you did monetize or whatever, but I mean, like, even like, for instance, I don't monetize no lives. It's hard, man, to monetize a live. Really hard, especially like if there's swearing and stuff in it. Like, it's
well,
you know,
YouTube so, watch it and then decide whether they're going to fucking monetize it or not, don't they? So
I've got a couple which are copyright claims, and I've never took them down.
Yeah,
you know, even state
down. But that's when I first started. I wasn't really bothered, like, you know.
I wonder where old Andrew is. He might make an appearance tonight. You never know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Does anyone know what the Swansea played today? I need to know that before I see him. Hopefully they lost. I know they badly got beat the other day.
Yeah,
but you the
yeah, I was obviously on YouTube for a bit this morning, and I did my chores and took my missus to Cardiff. So I haven't long sat down really. I did just take 5 when I came in. Like I said, that there wasn't many lives happening, and Flavor looks like he's going to sleep. So I thought I'd do a fucking.
Flavor looks like he's on another planet.
Yeah. He was all right earlier. I was on his live earlier on the way to Cardiff, and he was all right then. He was fine. We got a Jimmy Savile backstage.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah, Jimmy Savile's don't get on, I'm afraid.
Sorry, mate. Someone that's probably alive. So we've been slightly convincing.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh dear. Visited from beyond the grave. Fucking hell. I must be Baphomet. MSA must be right.
Alive. It's a conspiracy. A bit like Tupac. Yeah, Tupac's still alive, isn't he? So they say.
Yeah. Maybe. Jimmy Savile, authenticated by YouTube, mind. Authenticated, that is. Still there. No, it's just a black screen. So now then, Jimmy can stay where he is. He ain't coming on screen. I don't want a badge, and I don't want fucking nothing fixed. Thank you very much. Fucking hell. I was only saying it. Yeah, I don't know when I said it. I haven't had many porn bowlers or anything backstage the last couple of lives. They've been fucking leaving me alone. I think it's because they've been harassing Flavors. Fucking hell.
Oh, blast back
Jimmy, I know you, Jimmy. If you're listening from beyond the grave, Jimmy, just I don't know, put a cigar in the chat or something. Everyone, if you haven't, please sub to Smithers.
Outlooking, evening, bro.
He's a funny batty fish, and he said when he gets to 100, he's going to start putting content out, and then he's going to do content and lives, I think. So, bit of both. Big up the Outlaw King. Evening, fella.
No, when he says he wants it in the chat, the main chat, not the fucking private chat.
Not private chat, no. Big up Jimmy Savile, you fucking dirty wrong
Swansea.
Now then. Fucking, I really don't want a badge.
Have you got an overlay thing?
Yeah. I have. Go on then.
So it's probably the same one that always is about.
Jimmy, no showing anyone your tad your mind. Trusting you, and I'm ready to get rid of you if there's any sort of racial slurs or obscenities. Oh.
How are you, Jimmy?
No racial slurs, please. All right, Jimmy. Now then, how can we help you?
Sir Jimmy?
Oh, sorry, Sir Jimmy. Yeah. Sorry.
I thought maybe if we called him Sir, he might reply.
Oh. Knock twice if you can hear us. Seeing as it's from beyond the grave. No, all right then. Never mind. You don't want to play. He doesn't want to reveal his voice by the look of it. Big up Jimmy Savile. Not the real one, obviously. The fake one in the back. Did you see what you put in the back chat, Bear?
No, let me have a look.
Fuck me. Can you imagine what that corpse looks like now? Fuck, I expect they burnt him, didn't they? I bet they didn't bury him. Or if they did, they would have buried him in an unmarked.
I know they're probably scared of the old cunt coming back to life, man.
Yeah.
He looked half dead for fucking years before he died, anyway.
Yeah. Jimmy is still in the back, if you can hear me. Like, I really wouldn't mind a pair of your rose tinted spectacles to see the world and see what you saw, you fucking loony. Just for 5 minutes. Fuck me. How's Lord Mountbatten as well? How's he doing? Jimmy Savile must be with him. You know what he's like with the Royals and the Nancy Royals.
Right,
you know
what
I mean?
you should have said is, I want to see a shell tracksuit before you bring anyone on.
Yeah. All that fucking Barnett. I expect he's pretty corpsey now, and he like maggot ridden.
There's going to be much hair left. Maybe a couple of strands. Just hanging on.
Yeah.
You know what? I've seen. I won't lie. This is a gospel story. This is. I fucking used to work as a grave digger, right? And I horrifically, I've seen a fucking head, mate. That's like ended up in the bucket of the digger. Yeah, when a redig's been done,
Yeah.
and it was in a bad way, mate. It was not nice.
No.
Not nice. Oh, yeah, I swear to God, it's the most savage thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. So that'd give me fucking nightmares. That would. That's the first time I ever spoke to Crinkle and Zara, and she had a go at me that day as well. Was fucking. I went on to his panel to ask him what he thought of the people that are affected by that sort of thing that might be watching him, because obviously everyone's of a different disposition, and so I can watch a horror film. I know it's a film. That's fine. Fucking real gore, I can't watch it. It fucking. I think about it over and over. I shouldn't obsess about it, but it's fucking like someone. Remember when they were sending around them beheading videos when
Yeah.
the Iraqi war was going on? Someone sent me one. I didn't know what it was and opened it, obviously, in a fucking WhatsApp group or something. Fuck, it haunted me for about a fucking week. You know what I mean? And I asked them, and they just fucking laughed it off and said, "Oh, there's something wrong with you if you find it disturbing. There's something wrong with you." Like,
No, like you're the one that's got something wrong with you and that.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking normal.
No, I mean, I love the goriest horror films because I know it's a film. You know what I mean? But as for all that other stuff that goes around WhatsApp and stuff, I've left no end of groups that my friends set up and all because I just can't be asked with the little videos and that they're posting all the time of beheadings and fucking sexual things and that. I just don't want to fucking see it. I don't want it on my phone because you know what it's like in the WhatsApp. You click on a photo to look at it, it fucking downloads straight to your phone.
Yeah, you have to be careful with shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You can set it so it's not, so that isn't the case.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I could do it if I went through all my settings and all, but I usually, if I get pissed off with WhatsApp going all the time, I just turn the notifications off for it. Evening, Method. How's it going? That's a lovely beak full of sand eels you got there, Method. I'm liking that. I'm liking it. Yeah, I hope Andrew's about tonight because he went about last night. Was he on the lives? I don't think so. Anyway, but I doubt it'll be long and Flaves will be flat out. He was already on the way when I was watching fucking 20 minutes ago. Well, like I said, when I went to Cardiff, fucking hell, 2 o'clock. I was driving the car and I was on his stream while I was driving, chatting away, and he was absolutely fucking fine. Fresh as a daisy, fresh as a fucking daisy, like. And now a couple of hours later, he's fucking sleeping, or nearly sleeping. Put the link out again if anyone wants to jump on, just have a bullshit babble or want to talk about anything in particular. Big up the 31 in the chat. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all the new subs as well. I don't know why, but my subs have been growing like on average about 15 a day for the past week or two since I've been doing a few lives, and I appreciate every single sub. I know not all subs watch, and I've subbed to a lot of them, but I appreciate all the subs. If I can get to me community page, I'll be a happy man. That means I can share people's pages and streams more. I love I love sharing people's links. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything. And I'm not sure how it works on YouTube. Sometimes all the pinned ones stay at the top, so new people coming in will see them and have to bypass them to go down the chat. So it's I like having links in the chat. Give the like a wallop. Give the like a wallop. I could. Oh, yeah. I'll just like my own stream on the other screen. If I had my other camera plugged in, I could show you, but it's weird because there's about a 30-second delay between StreamYard and YouTube. So I'm sat here talking, looking at the camera, talking to you guys, and my other screen is next to me, about 30 seconds behind. So, I have it open just in case there's not many mods in or anything, or if someone's being a fucking complete dweeb, then if the mods don't want to shot them and get the stick for it, I'll headshot the fuckers from it where I am. So, but I'm not sure if I put subs only on today. I can't remember. But subs only mode, even if it's just the 1 minute mode, seems to cut down a lot on trolls that come in on multiple accounts. They might come in once and behave themselves and stay. Like I've said to a few of them, Bish Bash and a couple of others, they're welcome here. As long as they behave themselves in the chat and are respectful to everyone else in the chat. You know what? Banter's fine. Banter's good. That works for everybody. But when they come in and they're trying to come backstage and fucking porn bomb, or they're disrupting the chat by just targeting individuals, and that's when they get to sit on the naughty step for a little bit. Big up the Ice Chain. I've got a lot of time for Ice Chain. He's a lone wolf. He tells it like it is. Am I right or am I wrong? Big up, Steve. Hope you're having a diddly day today, Steve. Not too stressful on the old tubes, like, if you know what I mean. Big up, Ice. Ice, look. When I get the 500 subs, Ice, you're going to have to do a fucking picture of me in my North Face outlook. Make me look like one of the cool kids. Or don't people wear North Face anymore? Keeping it real, Steve. Good on you, fella. Evening, old timer. How's it going? Evening, Diane. Nice to see you. Let's put my hat on properly. There we go. Big up, Hammers. How's it going, fella? Nice to see you on this fine evening. Just started raining here in Wales, but it's been a pretty nice day all in all. I'm going to have to make myself a Dutch cigarette and keep it on the low because someone warned me last night about smoking on camera. So I'm keeping it a little bit more doobry out the way. Plenty of love tonight in the chat. That's what we like to see. That's what we come here for. We all come here to chill and leave our grief and beef at the door. Fuck me, I sound like an old hippie now. Yeah, could be hammers. It could be, but you know, I'm a bit slack. I roll up on camera and stuff, and I know that YouTube aren't favourable about it sometimes. So just being a bit cautious. That's all. And as soon as they're
Ministry, bro. I'm gonna jump off and jump back on the computer.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, so 2 secs.
Yeah, gotta be a bit careful. I have with all sorts because, like I said, YouTube review all my short videos, and no doubt they check in on my lives. Even though I'm a small channel, it's because I've had to have 3 or 4 videos age restricted, and they barely passed YouTube. Plus, I got one taken away, so got a big red warning on my YouTube studio. I have. Yeah, if you wanna come on, Steve, you're welcome to come on. Everyone's welcome to come on. You know. I'll go you, Bear.
Yo.
If you wanna come on, Steve, you're welcome to come on. Everyone's welcome.
Oh, I was watching what's
I'll go you, Bear.
I was watching sorry.
That's right.
Don't know. What was I gonna say? Holden's channel. You know that channel?
Yeah, I know Ronan. Yeah.
I was watching a thing earlier about Steve on there. Very confused I was.
Yeah, I've seen. I think is it a 2-parter? I've seen part 1 or something.
Yeah, apparently it's a 3 or 4-parter.
Oh, I haven't seen them all. No. Evening recording. Reality. How's it going? Not a lot going on. Just a general chitter chat. There weren't many lives, so I thought I'd chuck one, and I'm going to do like an hour or an hour and a half, and shut down so someone else can have a go. It's Saturday evening after all, and
what's going on, Hammers? Respect, mate. Hope you're well.
You had a shave, Steve?
Yep.
You
didn't see my performance this morning.
Singed it off.
Didn't you see my performance this morning, Ministry?
No. I was on Zara's for a little while this morning, and then I've been busy all day till about 5 o'clock. I didn't get back in the house till 5, so I haven't seen any YouTubes apart from Zara this morning and a little bit of Flavors when I was on my way to Cardiff. So
you pick your wife up, have you? Your wife back home now?
No, I had to take her some stuff down and take her down for a bit of food, and she wanted to get out for a smoke. Her mobility's a bit shit, so I had to take a wheelchair, a fold-up wheelchair down. We got a wheelchair that we can take for when she needs it, though.
Nice.
So I just took her some stuff down, and I was saying earlier to Flavors, they got still got weird rules and shit for visiting down there, man. It's fucking, you got to book in between a certain time, make sure you're there for that certain time. It's fucking weird. It's weird, you know. But yeah, she's all right down there. You know, they just got to keep her in, just in case they got to change her line. But she's fine herself. Like, she's fine.
Shit, sorry.
Well, I did a live this morning.
Yeah.
And I answered a couple of people's questions. They said, show us the scar, show us the scar.
Yeah.
So I showed them, when you burn hair, it doesn't scar. About 4 or 5 times, I set fire to my beard. just to show them it doesn't burn. It doesn't burn like wood burns.
Okay.
You set fire to your beard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit extreme, isn't it?
No. Last year, beginning of last summer, I torched all my body hair. Every single last fucking hair on my body I set fire to with lighters.
Yeah.
And the only thing is that I don't like is the smell. The smell of burning hair and the smell of burning feathers.
If I get one of my dog hairs in one of my
You're
duvets,
right.
I have to throw it
What
away.
are you putting lighters to yourself for, bro? You're all right.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
bonkers
have you
stuff.
ever had a Turkish haircut? Have you ever had a Turkish haircut? Or have you ever been to fucking Africa? They use fire a lot to remove body hair. A
It's a
lot
bit
they're
different than
using.
sitting there with a few lighters and fucking doing your whole body, innit?
Well, what would you prefer? Razor, wax, or fire? Yeah. What would you prefer? For me, I prefer fire.
Razors for me because I'm keeping Bic in business. Excuse me while I get some roaches.
And that's the difference. In the worlds that most of us are familiar with, it's totally different to other parts of the world where other people are living. And this is where racism comes from. And it's ugly. It's horrible. In some parts of the world, what I did was perfectly natural. But yet, in the Western world, you might say, "Oh, that's fucking psycho."
Yeah. It's a bit bonkers, mine, Steve, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I heard somebody earlier hesitating and correcting themselves when they said they don't. They drink black tea, and they said they drink colored tea. So I corrected them, and I suggested, why not just use milkless? People are getting too cautious.
It makes you look younger, Steve, anyway.
A little bit.
When I grow my beard out a bit, the grey, only get grey right here. And fucking if I grow a little goatee, it makes me look about 10 years older.
Yep. It's been said to me all my days, ever since I was a teenager and I was going into the bar at 14 years of age, buying me drink, buying my mates drink. Have a beard, you look older.
Yeah. I was the same. I was in the pubs at 14, 15. You know. No, I looked old enough. I probably didn't look old enough, but you know, because I hung around with the boys at work.
Like over 25 and stuff didn't exist, did they?
Yeah, no.
Pardon?
Yeah, I hang around with a slightly older group as well. They were all like 17, 18, 19. So, you know, obviously I was fucking sin with them and them getting me pints from landlords in the end, just like, oh, for fuck's sake. We might as well just serve him. He's here all the fucking time anyway, playing pool and darts and, you know. Respect Genghis.
Yeah.
Big up Genghis.
Yeah, I don't get it. I only just realised that Genghis is a mod for the Exposure channel.
Yeah. I've got friendly fingers in all the pies, Steve. I tried to get on with everybody, me.
Same as...
You know,
especially...
Steve, how come you're... Steve, why are you beefing with so many people lately?
BBA, I'm glad you asked. Okay, a few days ago or a couple of weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, I said to Fighting Irish, that fucking O'Driscoll fella, King Irish, his family member raped my baby mother. Okay, I dragged that cunt around the house, I battered the living fuck out of him. I phoned my friend up. He travelled 30 kilometers in a Renault Clio that I later bought from him, and we both battered this cunt, stripped him down. We weren't going to leave him living. We stripped him down, sent him off on the streets in Bantry Town. Bantry Town. Well, I haven't spoken to anybody about this for nearly 20 years. Understanding. When Fighting Irish and DJ Backup said loud and proud that Irish King fella, or fucking, and his family's a bunch of rapists, I spoke up straight away and said, yeah, I know. His family raped my family. And ever since then, people have been digging and digging and digging, but like they fucked up because they're digging on somebody that ain't got a hole.
Yeah.
But BBA,
No.
it all originates from my invitation to YouTube via Nick Williams, Ronan Holden, and Lucifer. Now, Lucifer will tell us.
Who's that Nick? Right, because I was watching a bit of this, right? So again, excuse me for being
trying to
so
tell you.
like,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what
Who's
I'm
this
trying to
Nick
tell you.
that was trying to say that you kidnapped him or something?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right then.
All right.
So
Sorry.
they were talking about me for many months, okay, before Ronan suggested that Nick puts his story out. So together, as a cooperative, they put a story out about me. And that was my introduction to the YouTube. Now, the story is, the facts are, Nick lives over above that hippie community in Orkiva. I used to live in that hippie community in Orkiva. Nick was searching for somebody that may be associated with the missing person some many years ago.
That being Madeleine McCann, yeah?
Nick reached out to many people living in that hippie community.
That
My
person
mate,
being, that missing person being Madeleine McCann, yeah?
Okay, if you want to name it, name it. For me, I try not to do names unless it's important, yeah? Because I don't know.
It's just a big name. No one knows where it is. It's kind of like relevant, isn't it, to bring up? It's like people know a famous name. You mentioned Madeleine McCann. There's not many people that ain't going to know that name.
Well, actually, when you mention certain things, yeah, the algorithms go bing, 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 like a fucking security alarm when you're shoplifting.
It's all good, mate. It's all good when you.
Okay.
You know, it's all good.
Okay. So if I have your permission to do that, then Madeleine McCann, yeah, I believe was abducted and slaughtered or sold off by Nick Williams and his friends. For one explanation, Nick keeps pointing fingers at everybody else. Hundreds of innocent people.
That's a huge accusation, considering most of the evidence points to the fucking family, Steve.
Yeah.
Right, but hang on a minute. Who's Nick's neighbor? Who is Nick's neighbor? Who is Nick's neighbor? Who is Nick's landlord?
I don't know.
Who are they? I do, because he told me. So what's relevant is the fact that his landlord is a friend of the family of the McCanns. So why is Nick pointing fingers for the last 5-6 years that everybody's aware of? Why is Nick pointing fingers at everybody else, apart from his neighbor, his landlord? He told me his friends and family of the McCanns.
Yeah, it's very
so
deep,
back to my
it's a very, very, very touchy subject to talk on without knowing all the facts. And I've watched a lot of documentaries by independent that I trust, right? And all 99% of the evidence points directly at Jerry and whatever her cranky fucking name is.
And the other evidence that they think's come to light, someone that's already incarcerated in Germany, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah,
he could.
Right then,
them cadaver dogs.
Nick,
they don't get
was pointing fingers at the hippie community where I was living. Okay, an Italian friend that I befriended. I call him Otto. Okay, now Otto reached out to Nick Williams. Yeah. Okay, and then Otto, communicating with me, showed me on Facebook. Blah blah blah. Okay, I never thought nothing of it because it's nothing to do with me. I thought this fellow with the tattoo, maybe I recognize him, you know. But there's a lot of people with neck tattoos.
Yeah.
All right. So I thought nothing of it. Then I left that hippie community. I was in my bus for a couple of months on my own, and then I came here. You see that? You see that?
Yeah.
I see where I am. You see where I am? Right then.
Yes,
Nick Williams wants me to give up this place. Nick Williams wanted me to give up this place, give up the dogs, give up my bus, and move over to Orkiva, where I'd already left. So I could care for him, so I could protect him. That's what he needed. That's what he asked for. I've got text messages, prove it. His communication with me. Now understanding. Then, when I sized up and I said, nah, man, I've got some freedom here. Yeah, I got a nice life here, yeah, to go back over to Orkiva, far, far away from the sea. Nah, you're nuts. I speak to the house owners. So I spoke to the house owners. Can Nick Williams come here? Who is he? No, he's not. About 2-3 months later, I was really, really fucking desperate to sort my shit out. So I started trying to sell my van. Eventually, I said to the house owners, I said, can Nick please come here and help me? He wants to give me $300 a month for renting the bus. He wants to pay me money for caring for him, going up and down the village. He wants to pay me to care for him. He needs a carer. Can I please? He's going to help me with making my documentary. He's going to be helping me writing a book. He's a fucking barrister, you know, practicing barrister, all these things. Okay, they said, because I said, if he don't come, if I'm not allowed somebody here, I'm off. I can't continue fucking dropping my teeth, going fucking grey hair on my own. Nobody comes here. Nobody. I'm doing this for you fuckers. Yeah. So either I got somebody here or I'm off. I got a life to live. So they said, all right, Stephen, it's up to you. Do what you want. Happy days. I says, Nick, come and visit. He kept putting it off. He kept saying that when his Polish neighbors leave, they're giving him a car and he'll be able to drive over. I said, okay, borrow the car, come over and visit. He never did. All of a sudden, I says, time and time. He keeps dragging things out because one thing or another. Next thing, he says, can you sort out a driver with a bus to speed things up? I says, Nick, of course I can. There's people in the village there with fucking buses and vans. I said, I'll ask one of them. Go and sort it out. I go and sort that out. Next thing you know, I make arrangements. On the day that it was supposed to happen, I'm down in the village, not eating for a day and a half. I'm down in the village, and I get a phone call from Nick. No, sorry, I sent Nick a text message.
To be fair, bro, I wasn't asking you to explain everything. So listen, you ain't got to explain to me, mate. I was just wondering why you seem to be having words with everyone recently.
Okay.
You don't have to explain to me, mate. I'm not questioning you.
Ronan's one of these celebrity wannabes, yeah? He's digging into the dirtiest and ugly of subjects, yeah? And he's is somewhat encouraged. But it's not so encouraged when you look how long he's been doing his channel and how many subs he's got. When you're dealing with sick subjects, yeah, you got to be sick in the head yourself. And that's what I says about Ronan. Ronan and Nick are working together to do what? I don't know, yeah? But Ronan has been pushed aside when everybody else is getting some attention from me. And so now he's jumping back on the bandwagon.
What would they have to achieve by doing that, Steve?
Yeah.
Boredom is entertainment. Well, yeah, is entertainment. Is
out of it? You know, I haven't watched much of Ronan's over the past few weeks, but I've been on this panel with him a couple of times, and I've chatted backstage with him as well, and I've always found Ronan to be all right. He jumped in too deep with the DH situation, right? And he got slated for it. But actually speaking to him on a personal level, not for long, only half hour or whatever, a couple of times, you know, I find him all right. So what do you think his agenda is?
Right. Can you answer me something? Right. If you're going to tarnish somebody,
issues. So, what
he
do you
didn't
think
do any research on me.
Hey?
He hasn't done any research on me. He hasn't done any communicating with me. He's gone snidey with daggers behind my back representing Nick Williams. So he can't be too good a fella. And then when I look and analyze his performance towards me, you know, he says he gave me benefit of the doubt to speak.
If you contacted him and gave him the opportunity, he'd represent you as well in the same way by giving you airtime. I bet he would.
I sent him 100. I sent him 187 screenshots of the conversation between me and Nick Williams, and he totally ignored it. I sent him my email. I sent him my Facebook. He contacted me on Facebook, and then he blocked me.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, I don't know him that well, but what I've ever seen of him, he seems like a good guy.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand what Ronan would have to gain from deeply involving himself with someone like Nick Williams. I don't think he would. He's got a young family. I don't know whether he's just doing it for YouTube clout, because that's not really gonna. He's not going to get any sort of financial material gain from it.
I cannot answer for the fella, but I can answer for myself.
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah. So many people from day one of Ronan's outburst trying to attack me and my character on Nick's behalf. I gave him my email address. I gave him my name, my date of birth. I gave him everything. I gave him these clippings of what I sent you yesterday. I sent him these things. He had full access. I told him, go and search my Facebook. And he never did.
Mm.
But Nick did. Yeah, Nick did. And he publicized my name before he'd even spoke to me about this fucking podcasting fucking attack on my name and character fucking with Ronan. He published my name, my address, and people's from my Facebook, my friends and family on Facebook. He made or on the YouTube. He made a video, and then it finished with pictures of Madeline. Yeah, and he made accusations that I was involved, and that was the first time that I thought, hang on a minute, this cunt's got to be involved. Why is he pointing fingers at me? I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. I don't know any people involved in that life. He's the one seeking that sort of drama. Nothing to do with me.
I don't know. It all sounds a bit fucking bonkers, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, I didn't catch it all. Like I said, I watched much of Ronan for a little while, but I can't. I can't see what Ronan's really going to gain from it, or have any sort of agenda against you, Steve, unless he's Nick's fucking shown him or told him something that he's not disclosing.
All right, let me tell you something now. Yeah, let me tell you something now. When Ronan first broadcasted with Nick about me, he tried dragging me down and putting me down, tried insulting me and stuff. I made one insinuendo. I said, is Nick Williams paying you, Ronan? Is that why you're so adamant in the fucking work for him rather than do some investigation? Ever since then, he's been brushed off. Yeah, he's brushed me off. I brushed him off. But all of a sudden, there's attention on me, and they think they've got something else to come against me to prove that I this angry fucking, abductor or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't abduct him then, no?
BBA. The man paid for a fucking courier. The man paid for delivery man. Right? He paid for that. Yeah. He paid for it. So how is that an abduction if he's paid for a service? Do you get abducted when you jump on the bus? Do you get me? When you get,
I don't care. Like, a lot of people get hung up over all this shit on YouTube, and I don't give a shit, mate. It's no disrespect to you, but I don't care. I was like I said, that's why I said you don't have to explain to me. I was just asking the question.
BBA, I got respects for you, 110. I always have since I first started listening to you and you start communicating with me. I've always given you 110%. That ain't gonna drop because you're questioning me.
I'm not questioning you.
I respect you more because you are
questioning you.
Okay.
No, but I'm not. I'm saying
okay,
I'm not. I'm simply just asking the question why, so I can get it into context as to why. Hang on a minute. Steve was sat on all these panels only a couple of weeks ago, and everything was fine. And now I only like disappeared for a couple of days. I popped back up, and all of a sudden, like, Steve's public enemy number one.
Yeah.
So that's all. That's all. I didn't need
because
like that. Because no disrespect, but it wouldn't care. Like, well, I mean, I don't care.
Okay.
It would make no difference to me in what you. Do you know what I mean? I take everyone by face value, bro. So
Thank
regardless, unless something was to come out against you that was proven fact. And was like some real serious heinous crime, bro. I've got no reason to think any differently of you than what I did yesterday or the day before. Do you know?
Some people started getting down my throat because my baby mother set fire to my beard. I brushed the fucking lighter away, and her hand touched her mouth a little bit. She went and took me for domestic abuse. The judge fucked her off because it was bullshit. She had no photographs, or she had photographs, but there was no proof of any blood, or there was no damage. Yeah, it was like insufficient evidence. Yeah,
again, and it was my business. The only thing I will ask you: how long ago was this? That's the only question.
Nearly 20 years. Nearly 20 years. Nearly 20 years.
I'm not one of these. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to again. I'd rather you not explain, bro. It's 20 years ago. I'm not one to judge a man from what he done 20 years ago or any situation he could have possibly been in. Like I say, man, you just gotta remember YouTube's a very fucking fickle place, and everything.
I've been single 8 years. I've been single 8 years. I've not got my dick wet for 8 years. Yeah, because I'm still in love with the woman that I fell in love with. You understand me? Yeah. I'm not a player. I'm not a womanizer.
Can you see the screen, Steve?
I will in a minute. Give me a second.
Is it a good question? That's all.
Steve, have you got proof of Nick with this Maddie case?
I'm guessing not. Or you're taking it to the police, right?
I got no proof. I've got no proof. I've got speculation on behavior. I've got speculation on behavior. How can somebody tie me in to something I'm innocent in? And how can somebody, the same person, tie in another 100 people that are innocent? I mean, like, all of a sudden, Lucifer's responsible, Peanut's responsible, Monk's responsible because they've associated themselves with me? I mean, come on, lad. You know, we associate from YouTube. It's simple, you know? All of a sudden, everybody's guilty except him. And he's the one living with Madeline's family or Madeline's family friends. He's renting a property from them. There's a little bit too much suspicion going in his direction as far as I'm aware.
Is this right, what the Northern King is asking or saying? That you were questioned over the Maddie case?
Oh, no, I haven't been. Oh, no, I have not been. Only, no, I haven't been. No. Show me your proof, the Northern King. Show me your proof.
I don't. No, I'm just pointing out as channelized as a question.
No, non or official capacity have you ever been questioned about it, man?
Nope, never. The worst thing that I was ever questioned for was Sophie Duplantiers' murder, but Ian Bailey or somebody to do with Ian Bailey is responsible for that. That was in Southern Ireland. Now, the only reason I was questioned twice for that murder is because my friend Oisin Quinn lied to the Guardia because he was interviewed with his parents, and he was terrified of his parents. They went away for the Christmas holidays and friggin' left him at home. And I went and stayed in my friend Oisin Quinn's house in Skull Community College. Every alternative, every hippie was pulled in and questioned. I was pulled in and questioned twice because my friend lied about me not being at his place. And that was the only ugly thing that I was ever investigated or questioned about. And you can ask, you can do research, yeah? County Cork, yeah? Sophie Duplantier, Ian Bailey. The second time they brought me in for interviewing was in a car. They took me from the Stove coffee shop. That's opposite DF's nightclub in Skibbereen. They brought two CID out of uniform fucking fellas, came into the cafe, pulled me out of the cafe. We sat in the car. They asked me. I told them straight. They fucking let me go. But just before they let me go, they were more interested in who the dope dealers are. They asked me, Stephen, in the morning, We want to go and get some weed. Where are we going to get it from? I said, I don't know, lad. Everybody I know knows you's a copper. So nobody's stupid enough to be selling for coppers.
Yeah, that's some heavy shit. To be honest, you know, I've been, you know, pulled in because I was a fucking rogue when I was a youngster. And because we live in a small area, they used to pull a load of us in if anything fucking naughty happened. But never for anything like that. That must have been fucking, well, fucking bone shaking, like.
Do you get me? It was the same as when I was locked up for stealing cars. I'm not a car thief. I'm not a thief. Yeah. But David Gudgeon said I am. Yeah. The only reason I got sentenced for that is because a new judge came to community and I had a record. He states in the newspaper when he comes to our community, anybody with a criminal record is a career criminal and they're going straight to jail. That was McNulty. Yeah. The only other reason I went to jail for that was because I escaped out of Clonakilty Garda Station from a locked cell. I made my way down to Clonakilty town. Speak with people. That's what I told King Irish King, the fucking Burger Princess. I told him, do your research. Yeah, when he was on Cesspit panel before he had his own channel, I was feeding him in Cesspit messages. Come on, lad. You're gonna fuck up in a minute because these ain't nice people. Yeah, and then my message was like, fucking hell, man. Yeah, I see you as an individual. You know, I'm not gonna hold him responsible for his family mistakes. But when he started talking shit about other people's, and then he started talking shit about me, he can fucking have it. He can fucking have it. When he started bullying women, he can fucking have it.
Yeah, that's also a good good statement there by Paul Dunn. If Steve is wanted for any crime, I doubt he would be on the lives. Now, I'm a firm believer of
Lad, if I was wanted,
you know, people who open not people don't open themselves right up on YouTube and give out all their fucking details, but people who are open enough to let themselves be fucking ridiculed on panels and everything, got nothing to fucking hide. Got nothing to hide, you know, in my opinion. Because you're putting yourself out there. It's like I've said on lives, you know, if people want to know who I am, all they have to do is look at my other channel because it's all on there, because it's all outdoor content where, you know, what area I'm from and everything. I do lives from my local area. I'm all over the internet because of the band that I was in. So, you know, it's easy to find out who I am and what I'm about, you know what I mean? And I think that's the best way to be as just my opinion. That's the best way to be as a channel host, not so much content creator, because you don't need to put yourself out there. But if you're gonna do what Bear does and audit, you put yourself out there. And if you're gonna do live panels and stuff, you put yourself out there. It's
yeah,
you know, and
yeah, lads, yeah. That film boy, he wants to say that one of these fucking assaulters on the females, right? Now, if he's doing some research, yeah, you've got my face, okay, from the riots. You've got my face from that video. You got my face from the fucking news report that I gave you the other day, right? Now, compare that and compare this, yeah, with the alleged other Stephen Farthings, yeah, and there's your fucking answer. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Big up, Paul Don. Thank you. Ludon, I know that you're a friend of mine on Facebook. I know that my Facebook dates back to so many, many, many years. I think the first upload I put up was MIA. And that's that tune where they're going around hunting all the gingers, rounding up all the gingers.
Yeah.
Stay free, born free, born free. That's the name, born free. And they're all in the fucking prison vans, yeah? All the gingers. Don't matter what culture or nationality or skin color you got. If you ginger, you on that bus. Yeah. Born free, MIA. That was the first thing that I uploaded. You want to test my memory? Why do I keep walking on? Why have I got so many adventures? Because I kept walking on. Because I kept walking away.
Yeah.
That's why I got memory.
Big up the 64 in the chat. I think that's my best number ever. Fucking buzz in. Thank you very much for all coming and watching.
That's BBA brought them, innit?
Yeah. That's, I sort of, titled it as a nice, chilled, safe space, which it is. And but I didn't expect to be having this conversation with a 10 years younger Steve Harvin, to be honest.
It's not me, it's my twin. There's actually triplets. Yeah, we're all triplets. We're all called Steven, yeah?
Yeah.
I tell you, yeah, if I hadn't gone through depression, if I hadn't gone through the head fuck games that I gone through with the LSD, then and the mushrooms, yeah, there's no way that I could survive this attack. There's no way. There's no way that I could survive this screaming and shouting and this detrimental of my character. There's no way. But because I'm tougher, because I've been through it, because I've gone dark, deep in my head, I know that there's nothing that I've done wrong that these people can put against me. Nothing. They can dig as much as they like. And all they keep coming against is fucking dead end.
Yeah.
Fact.
So what's on your agenda for tonight then, Steve?
Burn my phone battery out.
Yeah,
Ministry,
I've noticed that.
Ministry, I want to apologize for you. A couple of days ago, I put a rude message into your into your comment asking people for 200 or 300 euros. I can't remember, for a loan, so I can pull myself out of this shit, so I can secure me and fucking what I want to be doing. Yeah, I want to apologize to you because along the grapevine, people are translated it to you've given me 200 or 300 euros. Yeah, I want to make that clear. Yeah, I put it in your text. I told people I put it in your text. Hey,
don't worry about it. Yeah,
well,
you don't have to apologize to me for what you put in my chat, fella.
I do have to apologize in the street because people are talking about you as you've given me monies. Yes, I do have to apologize to you. Yes, I do.
Steve, I've put myself out there in a bigger public eye than I'm used to. So you got to expect it. You know what I mean? It's it comes with the fucking territory. It really does. Yeah, the good and the bad comes with the territory.
Oh yeah.
Just, I've got a bit. I don't know whether it's down because of my job or whatever, and I have got a lot of patience, and it takes a lot to wind me up. But I seem to be able to talk my way out of not trolling situations, but sort of nasty comments and nasty situations. I seem to be able to turn it around a bit and make a bit of light of it because it bounces off me anyway. But I like to try and make a bit of light of it. And no, to be honest, I'm surprised I'm doing these lives because if people ring me, I'm a yes no person on the phone. I hate drawn out really long conversations on the phone, but on here it just seems a bit different to me because it's it's about different things, isn't it? It's you never know what you're going to be chatting about on a panel. So unless you've got a subject and you're reviewing something, talking about what you're reviewing, the video or whatever it may be.
Yep. Well, just to clarify, what I would do with that 300 euros, I would secure myself and the dogs for a month or two. I would buy my fishing license, and I would give the dog the tick treatment. Yeah. The last 2 or 3 days, we've been getting covered in little baby ticks. Baby ticks. Yeah. They're tiny, like a pinprick, and they're climbing all over my body. Yeah. They're climbing all over the dogs. They started sucking on the dogs. Yeah. The dogs are going to end up needing veterinary fucking, It's fucking horrible. It would secure my fishing license. That's what I'd be able to do with that. I'd be able to pay it back before Christmas.
Big up, Fly Me.
You know?
If any of the mods can drop Fly Me to the Moon's link in the chat, please, I'd appreciate it very much, Lee. All right, Vincent, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good, man. How are you? First time on your panel.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on.
Good to see you, man. Hey, BBA. Hey, Steve.
I lost a couple of spanners. I lost a couple of spanners over the last few days, ministry. And that's why I insisted that you take away my spanner. Because
Steve, I have a question for you.
Treating me like shit or doing something deceitful, you know, like straight up, you know, like a bump. You know, for me, it's very hurtful. Sort of like,
Steve, I have a question for you. I can't stay here very long. So it's just one question. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, you stated earlier on Zara's Live that if ever you've bombed before, it's only been on the bully channels. And
no,
if hold on, Steve. Hold on. Let me finish my question. Okay, so I have it word for word, Steve. So let me finish my question. I'm going to publish the video later. So let me ask my question. You stated very clearly on Zara's live stream earlier, if ever you've porn bombed before, it's only been the bully channels. And if you porn bomb in the future, it will only be the the bully channels. And you will get rid of the bully channels. So could you clarify? Here's my question, Steve. Could you clarify who are the bully channels, please?
Right. For starters, I did not say that I have porn bombed. If I did say that, I was referring to Andrew J's channel. Okay? For one. Now, bully channels. Check out the channels where people go on to tell a story because they've been invited and they can't get a word in edgeways because you got the numpties screaming and shouting and not given any opportunity to speak. It's a mental game that these people are playing, and it's a very dangerous one. There's going to be victims if people don't sort it out.
So effectively what you're saying is, like a child, if you're not allowed to speak, you will stamp your feet on the ground and have a tantrum.
Basically, yeah.
That's okay. Thank you. You've answered my question, Steve. Thank you very much. Ministry, it's wonderful to see you, man. I promise I'll come back and we'll spend some more time, but I'm just about to head out. BBA, love you, man.
Look forward to the video, Vincent.
Cheers, guys. Have a good day.
Enjoy, mate.
Vincent was one of the
promise you
on this side of the YouTubes.
Have you porn bombed people before, Steve?
No, I stood up with my Pringle tube.
In the future, as he said, apparently you said. Did you say that?
I think it was, Shane.
Right then, what I was saying was, if you've been porn bombed, it's possibly that you're a bully channel. That's what I said. Listening to Zara the last 2 days, listening to Zara the last couple of days, I have seen something about her that she's not an attacker, and if she has been part or parcel of anything, is possibly that they're attacking the bullies. Possibly. And that's what I was playing on. That's what I was saying and referring to. And if porn bombing channels, they're abusive, the mirror. They will be abused. They will receive what they're giving out. Did you know channels are being investigated for this booting? Did you know channels are being investigated for their mods? Did you know this? Computer language, boy.
I had a rogue mod in and they unmodded everyone, so I don't know how they managed it because it's not supposed to be able to happen, so.
I promise you, I have not porn bombed anybody. People accuse me of porn bombing Andrew, but if you look back, you'll see that that was no porn bombing. That was me covering up because I was encouraged to prove that I was naked on the
other night.
Hey?
Oh, sorry, I was just answering someone in the chat. That's all.
And
Go on,
Mr.
Steve.
Moon, fly me to the moon. Jamie Sawyer has taken time out, so he's told me an email. And Jamie Sawyer has always told me if I would need anything to email him. And I don't. Yeah, Jamie Sawyer reacts based on the footage or my attitude that I show on video, that I show on live panels, that I show on my own life.
Yeah, no, Woody. It does sound more like hacking. I've had to have a bit of a do with all my equipment.
So that live, your friend Vincent was just referring to. He was listening to, wow, nice eagle. He was listening to Zara B's channel, evidently, because that's where I said it. When Zara B answered a phone call, I was left on panel, and I kept talking, I started talking.
Yeah.
Drama.
Oops,
How'd you beat Bully?
Well,
You beat,
like I said,
you beat.
I tried to engage, not so much bullies, I wouldn't call them bullies, but trolls or whatever. I try and engage, get them to engage in a more of a civil manner by liking their comment or sending them a jokey comment back rather than a bitey one. I learned that very quickly on there, not to fucking bite back at people because that's not what I'm like. Like I said, it takes a hell of a lot to wind me up so and I found myself biting back at stuff that was just fucking bullshit, to be honest, as it is, most of it is, isn't it? And especially when you're new to it, some of the banter, you take it to art and you can't help it. You try not to, but you can't help it. And it is only banter after all, most of it. So,
hang on a minute. There's a difference between banter and school playground fucking bullying. This is school playground bullying. A lot of school playground bullying. That's what I've been experiencing and seeing for a lot of peoples. So, can we say Bass Pro Fishing? The Antifa, never known of them. Never heard of them. People's Republic of Stokescroft, I've heard of, because I was living on Stokescroft. But nothing to do with me.
Big up, Bass Pro. Hope you're dangling well.
Well, I don't know. I definitely don't reckon you should be going around, especially on the internet, bro, saying someone's guilty of the Madeleine McCann case.
He did it to me. He did it to me, and he did it to 100 people.
I know, but because someone does it to you, bro, unless you really, really do believe that, you shouldn't be saying
yes,
that.
I do. Yes, I do believe it. Yes, I do believe it. Yes.
What, from the bottom of your heart? I do believe it
at this point. Yes, I do believe it.
Genuinely.
Yes. Yes.
Wholeheartedly.
From his behavior. Yes. From his behavior and accusations. Diverting responsibilities onto other people. Yes, I believe he is responsible somehow. Yes, I do believe. Sincerely, yes, I do. From all the things that he's been doing, yes, I do believe he is involved.
That's some fucking heavy duty accusations, though, isn't it? It's fucking hell.
And that's my point. And that's my point exactly. How can he be pointing 100 fingers at different people, innocent like Lucifer, for fuck's sake? Yeah. Do you get me? Monk, what the fuck? How, what? Freaking Peanut. Like, bloody hell, man. That's 3 people's, yeah? Sean, these are 4 people that he's tried accusing, all because they befriended me and chose to be friends with me on YouTube. So why is he pointing all these fingers for people to be investigated when he knows, I know, like, fucking hell, man, I'm nothing to do with it. So how the fuck can I be tied in? How has he associated me with these things? He's a sick puppy. He's
I'll tell you what is quite bad for you, I guess, is you say you've been questioned for murders and that before, and now you've been accused of this. Okay, one, and then accused of this. I've never been accused of killing no one, and I've never been accused of kidnapping
Right,
anybody.
BBA,
No.
BBA. Go back to the Southern Star, County Cork. Yeah, go back to the Southern Star. That's the newspaper, and ask them. Okay, go to fucking Skull Garda, Clonakilty Garda, Macroom Garda. Ask them. Skibbereen, Bantry. Ask them. You're an auditor. Get in the police face on a good reason. Yeah, get on the police face for a good reason. You understand me? Do some research. Don't be listening to bullshit and reciting it. Talk to me privately. Don't be broadcasting it because you set a lot of traps.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Ministry. I'm
what?
back once again. Steve, I have another question for you. Something that's just eating at me. Ministry, can I play a video first? And as soon as the video's finished, Steve, I've got a question for you. One simple question.
How much you paying? I'm hungry. How much you paying?
I'm not so sure your time is worth my money, to be honest with you, Steve. But
so then you got nothing
play this
to
video. It's less than a minute long, and then I've got a question for you. Simple question.
Yeah, go ahead, Vincent.
It's in the background, Ministry.
Right. Is it best for me to mute us?
Well, I can mute myself. Everyone can mute themselves.
If your channel has been bombed, quite possible you've got an ugly channel and you're being targeted because you're a bully and you're encouraging bullies. You're encouraging unfairness. So if I porn bomb you from now on, it's because your channel's shit and it doesn't deserve to be. So I'll be getting you struck by whatever means necessary. And I'll be shouting out to everybody to be doing the same, to get rid of these ugly characters they're antagonizing and bringing upset throughout communities. I will be encouraging everybody to be sabotaging those that have bullied and encouraged bullying online and offline.
Ouch.
No bullies. When I said that I'm an ogre in the hill and I'm ready to start eating you trolls, I meant it.
So here's my question, Steve. It's a really simple one. You stated quite early on in the video that any channels that you consider shit. Are you able to provide a list, please, of all of the channels that you consider to be shit?
Steve's muted and I can't unmute him. He's muted himself. And Bear, I think.
That was a nice clip. Thank you. Very
welcome,
enjoyable listening to my own voice.
So my question was, you state quite early in the video that your intention is to take out the channels which are shit. Could you give us a complete list of those channels that you consider to be shit?
Nope. Those people have to be guilty and responsible. And so they stand up loud and proud and they'll change their ways. Or when I start getting computer and technology, I'll start making my impressions one way or another.
So are we now to live in fear until you make your executions?
Excuse me. Look at the fear you lot are encouraging or trying to encourage in my direction by talking shit, by not questioning me. Okay, you personally, you're questioning me. But, other people's are talking shit without questioning, without doing research, and they're putting bullshit out there. You think that's justifiable, do you?
Okay, I'm going to give you some advice, Steve. You know, if you're getting bullied in certain places, don't go to them. Tend to stick to the nice places like this channel and other channels where you don't get that shit. You won't feel so bitter then.
Vincent, you know what I did 2-3 days ago? I deleted 200 channels that I was sub to. So now I only get notifications from the ones that I am interested in. Okay, I've already put into action the advice that you're giving. So I thank you very much for your awareness. I thank you very much for your consciousness. And I thank you very much for questioning and showing me and showing everybody else. Because it's a beautiful message. Really, if you look at it, it's a beautiful message.
Okay, you answered my question well. Thank you, Steve. And
Can
once
I just
again,
say,
Ministry, go on.
Okay, with mental health, yeah, have a look at my generation, Ministry's generation of our school friends. They have mental health. Okay, I have a mental health issue. I have a mental health issue. I have mental health issues. Okay, I have mental health issues. Okay, with mental health, yeah, have a look at my generation, Ministry's generation of our school friends. I'd say there's a large percentage of people that went into health care, mental health care, workers, social
You're right.
Hey, bringing it back to the porn bombing thing, bro. Who gives you the right to be fucking judge, jury, and executioner?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Who
So
have you put any
gives you
consideration
right?
into the mental health states of those people that you're targeting by porn bombing, Steve? Are they getting a consideration, or is it just all you? Are you a little bit solipsistic?
Excuse me. What? Can you rewind that video? Can you rewind that video where, to the point where it says, if you're a bully, and if you're bullying, and if you're encouraging bullying,
Yep.
then
It's in the background,
then
Ministry. If you want to play it again,
even if that's the case, right? Which I'm not saying it's good, but who are you to be fucking judge, jury, and executioner? Who are you to sit there and decide what's bullying and what's not? What do we sit here and say is bullying and what isn't? So Vincent's actually got a good point. Name a couple of channels where we compare somebody who you would say was a bullying channel to someone you would say isn't a bullying channel.
Give us a few tasters, Steve, just so we can watch.
No.
So, do you want to watch this video again, Steve? You said you wanted to watch it, didn't you?
Listen to it or watch it. Has been bombed. Yeah. Quite possible you've got an ugly channel and you're being targeted because you're a bully and you're encouraging bullies. You're encouraging unfairness. Thank you. If I porn bomb you from now on, it's because your channel's shit and it doesn't deserve to be. So I'll be getting you struck by whatever means necessary. And I'll be shouting out to everybody to be doing the same, to get rid of these ugly characters they're antagonizing and bringing upset throughout communities. I will be encouraging everybody to be sabotaging those that have bullied and encouraged bullying online and offline. No bullies. Yep. When I said that I'm an ogre in the hill and I'm ready to start eating you trolls, I meant it. Yep. That's a beautiful message. Because I've survived mental bullying, because I've survived mental issues, I know what's
You're going
right
to mentally
and wrong
bully
me.
other people. Because you survived it, you're going to bully other people mentally.
How do you stand up to bullies? How are bullies dealt with? You stand up to them. So you play them at their own game.
You don't get to decide who the bullies are, Steve.
So, excuse me, judge and jury, right, are attacking me and my fucking, my reputation, my character.
So stay away from those places, Steve. You'll feel better about it.
Okay.
And another point I'd like to make is you're on here trying to sort of appeal to our better and more generous, possibly benevolent natures to help you with what you're trying to achieve there and feed your dogs and things like that. I just don't think this approach is the right one to take. That's all I want to say.
And why would that be your first thought, is to porn bomb somebody?
Right then, I was on I was on Zara's panel, right? And for the last couple of weeks, all I've been hearing is people talking about herself and this other fella, this other channel, right? And how they've been porn bombing peoples, right? So, because I said, possibly that these people have been porn bombing the negative channels, the ugly channels where all the bullying and sabotage goes on. Maybe these people are bullying the bullies. And if that's the case, then I'd like to fucking join in and stand up against those bullies. That was the point I'm trying to make across.
Okay, that's my question. Ministry, thank you for letting me on, man. Good to see you. BBA, again, see you soon. And Steve, thank you for answering the question.
Thank you, Vincent. I just add, I never came onto YouTube begging. I came onto YouTube sharing my story. People like Lucifer and other people kept insisting that they were going to set me up a PayPal account for me behind my back. That's what they were insisting.
And that's nice, Steve. And I always love to see good examples of human nature.
Okay. So I have said I am not begging, but please, anything that is sent as a support, I intend to pay back. And if necessary, if you don't want the money back, then I'll gladly plant a couple of trees in your name. I'll put placards on your trees and I'll nurse them all day, every day for the rest of me fucking life that I am living here. You know? So it isn't a beg. Yeah, I've asked for a loan to pull myself out of this shit so people ain't begging. I cannot keep going down to the village for 16 euros. You know? 16 euros, it freaking hell, man. You know? It's appreciated, but it's killing me. It's killing me. I need to fucking make a garden. I'm putting all my energy going to the fucking village and carrying everything up for the dogs.
Steve,
or
bro, if life's that hard, if life's that hard to the point where your lifestyle's killing you, bro, go home.
Right. Go so
home.
Check this out. What did I say on Zara's channel this morning? And what did I say to Tony P? I'm giving myself 2 or 3 days until that dog food runs out. If that dog food runs out, before I can sort my shit out, I'm taking them to the dog pound. I cannot continue suffering the way I am suffering for these dogs. So understanding, yeah? It isn't me that's going to suffer. It's these dogs. Captain Jack has never known anything apart from me. I'm doing something good for a man that went fucking crazy, a Norwegian man. It went crazy. He bullied the carer for this place, and then he fucking phones me up and puts me here. He's never assisted. He's never helped. Yeah, I was working over that fucking mountain, doing everything. I've collected water. I've got the fucking dogs sorted. But now all of a sudden, it's crashed fucking bottom. I've just survived the summer, you know, with all the efforts I made for last year. Yeah, it's paid off this year. But by doing that, I fucked myself up. I'm too fucking tired to fucking work for somebody else. I couldn't offer them a day's work, you know, and I can't go to work for 20 euros a day, you know. Not walking down, walking back up, or walking up and then walking down and then walking down and then back up. Because that's what I was doing last year. I've suffered and I've asked for a fucking loan. I haven't asked for a beg. So if I cannot achieve what I need to achieve, then I need to move on. I've grown up and I've said it to myself a long time ago before other people were telling me it. This YouTube is a confirmation whether I'm fucking mad and I need help or if I'm fucking straight up and I'm on fucking mark. I think I'm on mark. I think I'm on straight, but I'm on borderline. Yeah? And I'm being tested. So, okay, bring the tests on.
Big up, Tyrone. I'm good, fella. I'd just like to say, well, to you, Steve, and to everyone in the chat that I had no intention of the stream being like this. Steve brought up some touchy subjects, and it's gone from there really into the conversation we're having. So I don't want Steve to think that I've put anything on him by, him answering these questions or anything like that. So I'll just put that out there.
Just to answer Barb. Just to answer Barb in the chat, I do spend time with people who have openly admitted to have porn bombed. And I've held them to account as well, Barb. Promise you.
Well, I haven't porn bombed, and it was a threat. Yeah, more idle because I don't have the technology or the know-how. Yeah, it is an idle threat, but it's more of a wake-up. Yeah, for those people encouraging bullies, eventually there's going to be some sadness, and then you're going to feel responsible. You don't want that responsibility on you.
Are we bullying you here with these questions, Steve?
Nope.
Yes,
I come to ministry the very first day that all this shit started happening. I put it on ministry. Yeah. After coming from Fighting Irish, chat with Fighting Irish, I came straight to ministry. Head confused. How the fuck are these people talking about it? Why are they not talking to me? This is a personal thing. Why are people not fucking involving? And then all of a sudden, all the daggers come out in my direction. I couldn't give two shits, man. I'm clean. Those people are dirty. I told King Irish, go and investigate. Go and ask his family. And he didn't. Yeah, he started bullshitting.
So just to confirm your statement, Steve, you intend to be fully self-sufficient and sustainable on that mountain using other people's money?
No. I intend to be fishing. I intend to be making my garden. Those are going to offer me the self-sufficiency. That's going to offer me the self-sufficiency. Yeah, I need a loan to pick myself out of the shit that I've fallen into helping other people's.
Yeah. Have you considered not buying weed for a small while and
I don't
feeding
buy
the
weed.
dogs?
I don't buy weed. I don't fucking buy weed. Last year I grew 200 fucking plants. This year I grew 2 plants.
Have you considered selling weed then?
And go to jail, lose the dogs, leave the dogs vulnerable? Fuck that. Go and pay €5 a gram for weed? Fuck that.
Well, the rest of us do.
I know.
We've got Gorilla Grow going, but no, the rest of us do. But
and do you like that? Do you? Do you like paying
Probably
for it?
a
Do you?
good life, right? I've said to you, like, to a degree, living off the land, and that sounds like paradise, right? But what I'm saying, if it's that hard, and you've just said earlier in this conversation yourself that it's killing you, then why wouldn't you just come home? Why wouldn't you come back here? Where,
Where's
let's
home?
be honest,
Where's
what's
home?
going to be
Where's fucking home for me? Where's home for me? Where is home? Where is home? Who are my family? Where's my friends? Who are they?
I don't think the top of a mountain. I don't think the top of a mountain.
To sit in England in a council flat on antidepressants, on fucking inhalers, you know, to sit in England full of fucking, like, trapped. Nah, man. I'm here in the heat. I'm here in natural medicine. You know, that's fucking priceless, mate. I'd rather fucking die here than be back in ill, you know.
Again, I couldn't give 2 hoots. Just asking.
Thank you.
If it wouldn't be better for you.
Thank you. No, it wouldn't. I'd be in bad health going back there.
Big up, Ice Chain. Got a lot of time for Ice Chain. He's a lone wolf and tells it like it is.
What's Ice Chain saying now?
Oh, he's just telling me to fall off my chair, that's all.
Oh.
Ice is still injured at Paul dusting him big time.
So, Vincent, what's your job?
Steve.
What do you do? What do you do with your YouTube channel? What's your message?
It's just a bit of social stuff for me, really. I like to talk to people. I like to talk, I like to listen, and that's it. No intention with it. It's mixed and varied.
Okay. How long have you been on YouTube?
With comedy videos and lives and stuff like that.
Okay. How long have you been on YouTube, please, Vincent?
8 months. Well, I've been on YouTube since, I think, 2014, but I've been involved with the lives and doing my own lives for about 8 months.
Okay. And have you ever come across a character like me before?
I've come across many characters like you in my life, Steve.
Okay. On YouTube, have you?
Not necessarily on YouTube.
Okay. So, you take somebody who's been isolated for 2 years.
Do you want to get the R-Tune music ministry? You know that?
Yeah, I know.
And if you could just play that gently. Steve, you're going to have to start the story again. If you can line up that music ministry. The whole world has problems, Steve. The whole world's struggling. The whole world's going to be struggling more soon. You know, everyone's got their illnesses, their aches, their pains, their problems.
Yep. And if there was a natural medicine, would you take it?
Of course.
Okay. Well, that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did.
You just told us you're suffering for the last 5 minutes. You're suffering. You're dying on that hill, you told us, Steve.
It's killing you. So if it's killing you, it's not a natural fucking medicine, is it? Come on.
Hang on a minute. What you didn't listen to? I was asthmatic for 18 years. I was depressed on Prozac. Now all of a sudden I've got happiness and I've got fucking good air.
You can't keep a fucking stable life out there, man. You can't.
Right then, listen to me, yeah? If I had my fishing license, yeah, I'd be able to go fishing, wouldn't I? Yeah, I'd be able to catch my fish, wouldn't I? I'd be able to sell some fish. I'd be able to buy me fucking whatever I want, wouldn't I? Yeah? Doesn't that make sense? If I made my garden, I'd be fucking strong, wouldn't I? It takes 3 months to grow potatoes, 3-4 months to grow tomatoes. pumpkins. Do you understand me? Or not?
I understand you, bro. Hey, listen, I'm only suggesting. I'm imagining it's hard life, bro. I'm not
Is
trying
it
to
life?
question it in a dickhead way. I just said that. I'm just suggesting, like,
Hey,
Okay.
it's 3.
good. Is it
Okay.
really as
Well,
what you make out?
for me, I've got the sea, I've got mountain. I'm in a beautiful community. There's a natural health here, yeah? There's a natural clean health here. For me, I'd much sooner fucking die here the way I am than to fucking go back to England or Ireland, go back to medication, go back to a square concrete box. No, thank yous.
Yeah.
I've spent 8 years in Spain, learning the culture, trying to learn the language, and I'm fucking loving it. I'm fucking loving it. The only
It was
thing that
killing
I've
you
got,
5 minutes ago, Steve. It was killing you.
The only
What
thing-
happened
the
in the
only-
last 5 minutes?
right? Hang on a minute. You you keep saying the same thing, but you're not listening to what's being said. It's only the past 2 years that I've given my life to other people and other things in the planet. 2 years I've given myself to this mountain. 2 years I've been fucking. What the fuck am I doing this for? Do you understand me? I've got the answers. I know what I'm doing it for.
Sounds like that mountain doesn't like you very much, though.
Well, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. It wouldn't like you, I don't think. I think if you sat around the places where I sit on this mountain, the wild boar and the fucking scorpions would get you. Maybe even scalopendras would get you. But they don't get me.
There's no need to be personal, Steve.
But you're getting personal. Mirror, mirror, blood. Mirror, mirror. Mirror, mirror. What do you think mirror, mirror meant fucking 3 months ago?
Well, I
As
came
the
on
people
because I
that-
was concerned about your statements about wanting to porn bomb what you considered
Big
to
up,
be
King
shit
Clipper.
channels, and I was just concerned also that you felt yourself an authority on who would be a shit channel. That's all. So I'm done, and I truly have to go. So Ministry, thank you, man. BBA, good day, man. Steve, have a nice evening, sir.
Yeah, no
Thank you,
worries,
yeah.
Vincent. Anytime. You're welcome anytime.
Love to the chat.
Look forward to chatting with you again, Vincent.
So,
Oh, Sparky. Look, I thought that was Laura Lou's backstage thing, Sparky. I only do it for Laura. Yeah, so considering I was only coming on for an hour and a half, I've done an hour and a half, and that was a bit of a touchy subject. That was pretty interesting, to be honest, Steve.
Thank you. May I say, I've been at this house for 2 years. Before that, I was in that hippie community. I was extremely sustainable in that hippie community, and that's what the fucking the printout that I gave you yesterday. That's what that shows. The video that I sent out of the digital box, it shows also, yeah, who I am, what I do, and how I love the life.
And in fact, yeah, you know, I never well, I try not to judge people, and like I've never judged you or chastised you or anything. So I don't want to, you brought up the touchy subject to begin with, so I don't think I don't want you to think that I brought Vincent on to question you or anything, because it's the first time he's been on my panel. So
okay,
you know.
Did you read that article I sent you yesterday?
Not yet. I've been busy all day today. I didn't sit down till 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I apologize for you then. That reads my character. That reads who I am. That came from a Spanish news reporter for the Spanish news. That news traveled all around the world. My word for word, that came from my mouth straight to that fucking news reporter. Then that video out of the digital box, you can find it on YouTube. You can find it in my videos on YouTube, or you might find it in my Facebook. Now, that's what I've been offering to people like Lou Don, people that wanted me as a friend on Facebook. This is the sort of content that I try sharing with people from day one. I don't have a computer, so I can't put these things on my channel. I don't have a community page, so I can't put these things on my channel. But other people with facilities that are looking for content have ignored the content I've given them. And it's not fair. It's not fair. To have my character ripped, to have my reputation ripped after I've stood months defending my reputation, giving a good explanation to what happened here with that Dick Williams. Give a good explanation to how I live my life. And it's been ignored.
Bro, I think it's strange that you got... Sorry, Mystery. Go on, man.
Go on, Bad. Go on.
I just think the whole thing... Never sat with someone turning around and saying, yeah, you know what? I believe so-and-so's fucking kidnapped Madeleine McCann. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, like, what the fuck, man? Were you two, like, in the same kind of area or something, Steve, back then? When that happened?
That hippie community is the only time that I lived anywhere near him.
No, I'm saying, was that near the location of where Maddie went missing?
I think if you look in the news, it was something that happened in Portugal so many years ago. I don't know how many years ago.
Right, so you were nowhere near that. You were nowhere near Portugal.
Nowhere near. Nowhere near. One of the things. Nowhere near that, Nick, until fucking Orkiva. Yeah, when I was living in that beneficial hippie community. And in actual fact, I was living in the bus. I was minding the bus. It was before the bus was given to me. I was living in the bus when Nick Williams was making contact with Beneficio, when he was sending John Clark, or John Clark was working with Nick or something.
Anyway, I think, what's everyone pushing one for?
Sparky asked, press 1 if you're bored with the same old beg story.
Oh.
To be fair, the way the conversation evolved, me and you sat having a doobie backstage and Steve coming on, it being all chilled, it went fucking south pretty quick.
Very strange.
Okay, I'll stay off your stay off your channel for a while then.
You're fine, Steve. You're fine.
Well, if I make things go south, everyone's
always welcome on my channel. It's an open channel. As long as people are, it doesn't get too shitty. I don't want it turning into the same old fucking people shouting over each other and no one can hear what the fuck's going on. So you're always welcome, Steve. You know that.
Well, evidently these people have got better things to be listening to and doing. So I'll leave you at it. Thank you, Ministry. But I leave you.
Don't be silly.
You always sound to me, Steve.
Bye, lads.
He's gone. Pick up, Fly Me to the Moon. Evening, fella. Time looking like.
Robert Gamer says he's caught bits over the past days and it's all about money for a fishing license. Oh, you need a fishing license over there to be able to fish.
In the sea, yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna whack one up there if I go off?
Yeah, can do. It's not going to be like immediate. I need to probably disappear for 15 or 20, before I go live. But
yeah, if you want to do that, I'll stay on and chat to these lot for 20 minutes. All right, cool. Yeah, if you want to do that, then, mate. Yeah, then just drop a comment in the in the comments or something, and I'll shut down and come over to yours because I've been doing a few lives the last few days, so I don't really want to do a really long one myself.
Give us 15 minutes then, mate, and then I'll have one up. I'll drop it.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, mate, respect.
Well, that was a wild one. I hope Steve's still listening because he knows that I don't like to be too judgmental, and you know, I don't want him to think that, you know, when he came on that he had to reveal all that, because he didn't. He opened up himself, and you know, it's a very touchy subject, and like when he started, I said, do we really want to be fucking touching and talking on this, like, you know? But Steve just went with it, and Vincent knows his fucking beans, and you know, he was gonna, if he was watching, he was gonna come on and question Steve, because that's what he's like. He likes a bit of information, so yeah, I think Bear's gonna schedule a live up now. He did come backstage just before I came live, and we were chatting, and he said he was gonna maybe do one this evening. Mine was unplanned, and I wasn't planning on doing a long one because I've been hogging YouTube a little bit. My lives have been a little bit longer than usual, so you know, it's a short one for me. I've had a few late nights. I'm already pretty knackered, so I'll enjoy watching Bears. Maybe jump on the panel and you know, see what else is happening around the YouTubes, because it seemed pretty quiet this afternoon. Big up everyone in the chat. I think I was up to nearly 100 at one point, or maybe 100, and I can't believe that. I appreciate every single person for fucking coming in. I feel a bit honoured, to be honest. That's top fucking numbers for me. That is top numbers. Like, before anyone goes, I've got 14, I think, channels pinned. If anyone wants some new channels to watch, if you're not already subbed them. Smithers is a top dude, funny guy. He's got a channel. As soon as he gets to 100, he's going to start putting out content and that. Fly Me to Moon if you like chilled content, chilled lives. He's your man. He's pinned in a link. Big up, Dan. Thanks for that. Buzz is going to go live with Steve. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about Buzz, to be honest. I don't know anything about Live Free. I don't know anything about JB. I haven't got a fucking clue. I came into all this after all that fucking bullshit. Big up, Bob. Big up, Genghis. Salute, Comrade General. Thank you very much, Juvix. It was a bit different than I expected it to be. But yeah, it was all right. Yeah, I enjoyed that, especially getting some good numbers in. I've still got to sort some things out. Like Vincent bought the video, and I know how to pull video streams up, but I'm having difficulty playing the sound from my second screen, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. Thank you very much, Ludon. Everyone sub to Ludon if you haven't already. Evening, Paul C. I didn't see you come in, fella. Evening. Tell you what, I'm well chuffed and well blessed with the people that have been in watching this evening. Yeah, that's right, Tyron. I won't judge. I won't judge, you know. It's not to say I'll give, but I won't judge. Yeah, I'm not judge, jury, and executioner on anybody, you know. Try not to be judgmental. It is hard sometimes, very hard. It's human nature to be judgmental. It's in our nature. some personalities just clash, and then that brings out the judgmental side of us. And yeah, everyone's sub to Sparky. If one of the mods can drop Sparky's link in, if I haven't already pinned it, everyone's sub to Sparky. Not that he needs a subs. He's greedy on subs, and he's a South London don. So all us minions have got to watch ourselves. Otherwise, he'll have us whooped. Old school, fucking cane slipper, cracky leather belt. He'll have us. He will. He'll have us. Yeah, someone can chuck Sparkies in before we finish, and everyone give it a smash. Cheers, Robert. Yeah, I'm just sort of finishing my fag. I'm hanging around. Bear's going to be ready in 15 or 20 minutes. So I'll just keep bigging everyone up in the chat. Tim's not dropping no channels no more. There we are. Big up Ice Chain. I've got a lot of time for Ice Chain. He's a lone wolf that tells it like it is. Sparky's Shack is pinned now as well. If you're not subscribed to Sparky's, great afternoon lives. Good chat. Good chat banter and good panel discussions. But I think his evening lives should come with a big discretionary warning at the start, because they get a bit fruity, and Sparky can't be held responsible if you accidentally do something in your trousers under the table, if you know what I mean. Big up Genghis. Tim Smith's channel is pinned as well. Chris Tookie. I'm not far from Brimwell. Can't say I do. To be honest, I don't really get out and about pubs and such like much. I did when I was in a band, but I was always playing. So active. I was not expecting that to come out of Steve's mouth, to be honest, and I'm still a bit flabbergasted. I don't watch my own live streams back, but I might actually give this one a bit of a thorough going over. I know other people will as well, because I think it needs looking at, because that came from absolutely nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, and like I said to Steve, look, should we really be fucking touching and talking about this subject when, I know a little bit, but only from watching documentaries, so you can't fucking believe everything you see. Bear's probably the same. He doesn't know enough to really, really, really comment on it. And it's fucking, it's very touchy subject. It could get you in fucking trouble. Even talking about it in depth could get you in trouble with YouTube. They're very, very funny about documentaries about it. That's why there's a lot of short documentaries. Thank you, Juvix. Big up Genghis. Big up Tim. Big up Sainsbury's. Big up Furry Bollocks. Yeah, it's true. That is Ice. I'm from the documentaries I've seen, I'm convinced that the cadaver dogs are spot on, and that she was, whether it was accidentally overdose or whatever, she died in the flat, and the dogs signaled that, and they signaled that there had been a dead body in the car. So you know. Baytown, I was in a rock and metal covers band called the Kamikaze Millionaires, bass player and second singer, backing singer. Good comment, Woody. Good comment, that fella. Yeah, she, even though I've apologized multiple times to her and Sprinkles for a couple of derogatory comments I made, and that's all it was. And I've made a couple of comments saying that they're not trustworthy, which everyone knows that anyway. The last like 3 days, she's just been attacking me, fucking kicking me off her panel, saying it wasn't her, not letting me fucking speak, trying to rile me up to have an argument, which I'm not going to do. I'm not in this for beefage. If I want beefage, I'll go to the fucking shop and buy a steak. Yeah, it's weird active. It's like I said, I'm going to have to go back over my own videos, scrutinize it, clip it. Robert's already on the case. He's probably working as we speak. Like I was working this morning on my Zara video after she decided that she was going to try and belittle me. If she thinks she can belittle me intellectually, she's very much mistaken. Very much mistaken. Just because you leave school without qualifications doesn't mean you're not a savvy person with a bit of knowledge. And she was trying to belittle me this morning, so I disappeared for half hour, and I don't think I've ever made a video so fucking quick. Big up, Tim. I got asked the other day, Tim, by someone called Foxtoff if I was Tim Smith. He came on the panel, asked if I was Tim Smith, and then proceeded to try and start an argument with Andrew. And Andrew shut him down fucking immediately and said, look, I don't know who you are, just fucking, that's enough. Like, I ain't arguing with you. I don't know who you are even, so. Big up the Purple Spliff. Always welcome on panel as well, Purple. You know that. Everyone showing some love to the pinned channels. That's what we like to see. Sharing is caring. I don't mind whatever channels get pinned. I'll pin them all. It doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. As long as it's not channels associated with wrong uns, we're all fucking good, like, you know. Yeah, I know, Ice. I know. I've noticed, you know, there's been certain people, channels, that have gone out their way to sort of just bring something different, something calm. I know we just had a bit of a weird discussion, but it was all very much well-mannered. And that's the sort of thing that I want to do. I want to, you know, somewhere where people can come, say two people have got a beef and one of them's on the panel, one's in the chat or tries to come on. And the person who was there first gets priority. And if they don't want to leave the panel, the other person doesn't get on. That's about as fair as I can be. There's a few other channels that are heading in the same direction with just trying to have a nice chilled chat, a little bit of background music, open subjects, maybe a subject now and again, but open subjects. Yeah, and I think Zara's tried to jump on that because she's seen that, you know, us little guys, me, Fly Me to the Moon, Norris, Daryl, we've all got a nice little base of people who like to watch us, and we're we're all growing at sort of the same rate, slowly and steadily, without over pushing us, overstepping the mark or stepping on people's toes. We try and fit in around other people, and people like that. But like you said, Joe, the last few days, Zara's gone back into crinkle mode, kicking people backstage before they get a chance to answer what she's questioned them about. And I don't know how that's going to work out for her. I do like her. I was the only one who defended her on Shady's the other night, or one of about 3 or 4 of us were the only ones saying, look, hang on, she's been fucking trying and blah blah. And then she's trying to belittle me for 3 days, and I don't know what she's up to. I don't know whether she's after fucking just trying to annoy me to get me to fucking snap or something. I haven't got a fucking clue, to be fair. Outdoor King. She's the last 3 or 4 days she's turned on me, and she was shouting at me this morning, and she said, you said on fucking Flavors that me and Henry aren't to be trusted after the fucking spate of porn bombings a week before. And I said to her, I spoke to you about this like the day after on her own panel, and I've been on her panel 3 or 4 times since, and been fine. I've apologized to her and Henry for derogatory comments and whatever 3 or 4 times. So I don't know why she's decided that I'm a target, for whether it's because I'm pally with Flavors, and she was trying to insinuate that Flavors had been fucking slagging me off. But people can say what we want. That's what we're here for, to express our opinions. We're not all going to get on. And as long as it's fucking done in a civil way and not in a bullying way, that, there's nothing fucking wrong with it. But he wasn't saying anything of the sort. She was just on the wind up, so to speak, trying to get me to bite. Method, there is pinned. I've got 18 pinned. I've got a couple of comments and like 16 pinned channels. Evening, Ratman. I'm not on long. Bear Britain's going to be going live in a minute, so I didn't expect to be on 2 hours, to be honest. I expected to do a little hour, so. Yeah, true, Woody. Big up, Woody, mate. Big up, X3. Nice to see you in, fella. Big up, Sparky. Big up, Paul C. I'll have to put a comment on one of your videos, Paul, and bend your ear about how to get around the old copyright claim with playing mixes. Didn't know that, Outlaw King. Didn't know that, fella. That's very interesting. Yeah, spot on, Paul Dunn. Evening, Lisa Angel. How's it going? Just about to shut down, to be honest. Bear's going to be going live in a minute. It's been about 15 or 20 minutes since he left, so no, that's right, Method. There's nothing wrong with agreeing to disagree. It doesn't have to be hostile. It can be done amicably. It's words after all, and we're, right, Outlaw King. Cheers, fella. Yeah. I'm sorry if I've sorry if I've missed any comments. I'm going to shut down, and hopefully everyone will go over the Bears live. Cheers for the. I think I got up to around 100. Cheers for everybody who's come in and made a comment in the live chat. I'm not sure if I've got live chat replay set, but I do usually. Yeah, some fucking right legends in the chat today. Fucking hell, man. I feel fucking. It might sound a bit fucking mushy, but it's like a bit like acceptance, if you know what I mean. Even if people have just come to laugh at me fucking bald head, or think I'm a tit, or fucking even think I'm a cunt or something, you know. Thanks for fucking watching. Alright, cheers guys. I'm gonna just a quick one. I'm out. Bears live. I'll be in Bears chat. I'll make myself a coffee and I might jump on his panel because yeah, cheers Bear. I'm just doing. Bearcat was good enough to come on beforehand and have a little chat with me, so I'll be at Bears now. I'm out. Cheers. Thank you guys.